Hey everybody, my name is Trevor, and today I'm going to talk about sales engineering titles. If you've looked into sales engineering as a career or as a field in general, what you've probably found is there is no uniformity in what a company calls their force of technical sales specialists. So I'm going to show you some different job postings from different companies, give you an idea of how you can determine if it's a sales job or not by looking at the job description, and hopefully just open your eyes to the variety of titles and functions of a sales engineer. So I pulled up a Wikipedia page here, and I've highlighted a small section here that goes through all of the different terms that you might see out there: sales engineer, solutions engineer, architect, systems engineer, customer engineer. I mean, the list is pretty long, and I've seen even more than what's listed here. So what I'd like to do is just show you a few different companies so you can see all of these different titles, but also how you, when you're reviewing a job title, can tell the difference between a job title that maybe is a solutions architect with a pre-sales function versus just a solutions architect that's serving more of a business or technical function, which that role in particular, you'll see some people are doing sales and some people are doing more like business architecture type of work. So first example here would be Google. Google has a pretty interesting naming convention for their sales engineers. They call them customer engineers. It's just a decision that they made, and that's pretty standard across their SE force from what I've seen. The best way when you're looking at different jobs, if you're not sure if it's a sales-driven job, is just Control F that baby and look through sales and see what shows up, right? You'll see here that this makes it very clear that this is a sales-focused job, and it also asks for a previous experience as an SE. That's a kind of dead giveaway, right? That's Google. They do customer engineer. Another example is Salesforce. Salesforce, I've seen them primarily use the term solution engineer or solutions engineer, and I would say that is still probably one of the more common ones: solutions engineer or systems engineer. So again, Salesforce, they have a pretty massive SE force, as you might imagine. But again, just by doing a quick search on sales, you'll be able to find out that there's a lot of reference to previous experience in technical sales roles. And again, that's going to be a good way for you to figure out if that's a sales engineering job. Hey, here's another company, a company that I'm a big fan of. A lot of my friends have gone to recently, Zscaler. They tell it like it is. They just call their sales engineers sales engineers. Thank goodness. It's kind of funny, as a sidebar, I think the reason a lot of companies mask their sales engineering force names behind customer engineer, solutions engineer, or some other title is actually because a lot of engineers that you sell to are going to be very adverse to talking to somebody who has sales in their title. And so they mask it with some other name. I don't really see the purpose. Most people know when they're talking to a sales engineer versus, something else. But and either way, you got to respect just calling it like it is and saying, hey, we hire sales engineers. Again, you can look through the job description, figure out what that is. Microsoft is an interesting one. So I've been looking into what they call their sales engineers. If you filter their job site on technical sales, you'll actually see a bunch of different titles. I see like some stuff about black belts, technical architect, technical specialist, sales specialist. There's a lot of different titles. So this is a company that I don't have a lot of personal experience working with them, but maybe there's a number of different SE type of functions there under different titles. And finally, I will go to Amazon. Amazon is one that tends to call their SE solution architects. As I understand it, Amazon Web Services actually has a slightly different structure where they do have a technical sales force, but they're not really sales. They don't make commission. It's a totally different structure. However, the function is generally the same, supporting customers, educating them about solutions, and with Amazon, they would call that role a solutions architect. Thanks for watching the video. I hope that you got some value out of that information. The truth is there's a variety of titles, and they're going to continue changing. I didn't even begin to cover all the titles that there could have been. I covered just some of the main ones that I'm aware of. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like if you want other similar content, or if you have a question, please reach out to me directly. And until next time, take it easy. All right. Bye.